Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching. It would mean the world to us if you could just scroll down, like, hit the subscribe button for the Snaps YouTube channel. It goes a long way towards helping us out. Now, let's dive into some college football. All right, top 3 college football players of all time. I would say this. I got to say this off the bat. Of all time lists in college are especially weird
Mhm.
because, well, really, thanks to like segregation and everything, you really don't. I mean, when does the modern era start? Maybe like the 70s is like when you should start actually caring because it's just not a really fair look before that. But beyond that, like I'm not really a college football historian, you know,
Mhm.
and so it's tough for me to speak to old heads. So if my list seems like it's a little recent, understand that is just a product of my life and the football that I've watched. And so this is less like a of all time and more like a my best players I've ever seen, sort
Mhm.
of list.
Yep.
Yeah, like, I agree with John, you have to divide into eras. I'm
Uh,
pretty big believer in that kinda
all
stuff.
right, you get first pick.
Alright, my first pick is the best football player I've ever seen live in my entire life, and that is, Cam Newton.
Mm.
He is final form Frieza. I remember we were doing Dragon Ball Z Kai, rewatch at the time, all the football players were, and I mean, this man really was final form Frieza. Like it just
Mhm.
to be that big, that strong, that fluid,
Yeah.
just moving like water, just smooth with it.
Mm.
The way that he stiff armed Patrick Peterson on the way to the end zone and the Heisman. Yeah, I've never felt so overwhelmed by a football player, by a single guy
Mhm.
than I did Cam Newton. So Cam Newton absolutely on my squad.
All right, we're doing snake drafts. I get the next 2. All right, my number 1 is Timmy Tebow because he is, to me, everything about football. The mental side, the physical side, the winning, the individual awards, like there's nothing that he has not checked off the box when I come to watching Tim Tebow. Just a big fan of him, big fan of who he is, what he represents, how he puts the team first. Just a hell of a player back in the day for the Florida Gators. So Tim is my number 1 pick, and then my number 2 pick is Reggie Bush.
Have
Like
you
when I
ever
think,
gone, and I know this isn't fair, but have
yep.
you ever gone and looked at, like, Tim Tebow highlights recently?
Oh, it looks so slow,
It looks so slow, dude.
so
It
slow.
looks like a fucking fullback that can kinda throw.
I
Like, it
know.
is
I
wild
know.
how much the game's evolved even in, like, 10 years.
Mhm. I still
Anyway.
think you'd have success in today's era, but
Yes, fuck yes, he would. I'm
yeah,
just, you know,
yeah,
you
it's
watch
changed.
Jaden Daniels for a full year, and then you go watch Tebow, and it looks like it's like he's got, like, concrete boots on.
Mhm.
But he's strong as fuck still.
Oh,
Anyway.
he's strong as hell. I'm gonna go with Reggie Bush. I think one of the most dynamics, if not the most dynamic player in college football history. Like, what he could do, special teams, running the football, catching out of the backfield, it's just woo, woo. So, those are my first 2.
Okay, I'll go. I mean, look, this is gonna be Homer, bro. But and by the way, you keep taking my third fucking player. Because after you took my other one that you're gonna get to in a second, I was like, okay, then
Well, it's a
whatever.
snake draft, so you get the next 2, so you
I'm
take
going
what you
Reggie
want, I'll have
Bush.
to figure it out.
Okay, I'm gonna go full Homer here. Joe Burrow.
Mhm.
Uh, Now, granted, he would be better placed on a best single season list because maybe his career as a whole with the junior
Look
year
at Cam, though.
drags it down. Yeah, but Cam also though, but I don't think Cam never had like a subpar year of starting or an average year of starting.
I mean,
Like when
1
he
year
was
starting.
well, no, but when he was at Blaine Community College, they won the Natty and he
Mhm.
dominated everyone. Then he goes to that's because they would like Joe Burrow was good in 18, but nothing special, right? So maybe that takes whatever though. The 19 season was just unlike anything I've ever seen. It felt this is what I kept going back to. You know how you go and you sit down at a Marvel movie and
Mhm.
you know the good guys are gonna win no matter what? That's how it felt watching Joe Burrow. It felt like watching Captain America. No matter what the script writers are gonna try to say about how tough it was gonna be, or try to make you think, oh my God, is he actually gonna die? No, it's fucking Captain America. Of course he wins. Like that was how Joe Burrow felt. And then you get into the numbers, 60 touchdowns,
Mm.
just the big dick energy just radiating off of him. Give me Joe. So I got Cam, I got Joe. Hmm.
Mm.
My first instinct was to go Eric Crouch. Then I said no to that. I said no to that just because I was going to say like who I kind of like. Then I started looking some up to be like, should I like research and kind of come up with that? And somebody mentioned in chat, did you realize that Steve McNair out of Alcorn finished third in the Heisman voting?
Damn, did not.
Just blowing people's minds back in the day. But again, I didn't have eyes on him. So I'm like, oh, I should go Herschel Walker because like I know about the legend of Herschel, but I didn't really get to see Herschel that much. I mean, I've seen highlights. Actually, no. No. I'll let you go, Herschel, because you can speak on him better. Should I go Bo Jackson?
Bo would be my if you took Herschel, I was going to take Bo.
I'll go Bo Jackson. This kind of breaks my rule about not necessarily because I didn't watch a ton of Bo Jackson. I more have read the legends and know the numbers, but I'll go Bo Jackson. Andrew Cooper McNair was better than Cam in the NFL too. Was McNair better in the NFL than Cam Newton? I mean, Cam Newton won an NFL MVP, went 15-1.
Both went to a Super Bowl. Neither did McNair win a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl. No, he didn't. No. He made it.
No, they lost on the 1 yard line. I was at that
Rams.
game.
Yeah,
Titans Rams. It was in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Herschel's my last one. No doubt about it. Maybe the best running back of all time. Power, speed. Still looks like he could play to this day. Won the Heisman. Won the Natty. Herschel.
The GOAT was dominant as like a freshman in an era when nobody was. I would say Tyrann Mathieu almost got on my list, but there was the chance. Like if he had
if you had to pick a defensive guy, who would the defensive guy be? I'd go Dion.
I mean, somebody mentioned Charles Woodson.
Yeah.
Fucking beat Peyton Manning for a Heisman. I know Tennessee fans will tell you it's wrong, but Charles Woodson, I mean, somebody said Ndamukong Suh for our era, and Ndamukong Suh was probably the most dominant defender that potentially I can think of. I mean, Glenn Dorsey was awesome. He won a national championship. Like that team was a team built through the defensive line, but I don't want to just go all LSU here. Barry Sanders had 2,700 yards rushing in one season. What the fuck, dude? Orlando Pace, shout out. Quinnen Williams, yeah. He's a beast. Champ Bailey. Champ was a dog. I mean, literally. Look, there's so many good players. Okay, so my final answer, I'm going to go Cam Newton, Joe Burrow, and Bo Jackson.
All right, I'm going Tebow, Reggie, Herschel.